everybody. Welcome to Feud Feud. Let's meet the contestants. Let's meet our first contestant. Napoleon, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, you see, I am the Emperor, the Conqueror, the Dominator, the Handsome, the Brilliant, Napoleon!
So now we're going to meet our second contestant, Otto von Bismarck. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a professional foodie, as you can see. I am also the divider of Africa, the unifier of Germany, and the conqueror of France.
Napoleon, what do you think about that? Conqueror of France. Napoleon? For those of you who it's your first time watching Fear or Feud, let me introduce myself. My name is Adolf Hitler. I'm the commander of the Third Reich, ruler of Germany. Heil Hitler! So the first question, name a failed war strategy. Napoleon, what do you think is a failed war strategy?
I think a failed war strategy would be the German unification.
I'm sorry, that's not a war strategy and it's not on the list here. Name another one.
The Franco-Prussian War.
That's a war, not a war strategy.
Okay. What about the Age of Exploration?
You know, this many wrong answers? You know who you remind me of? Good friend named Aditya Ashwadani. After that failure of a contestant, Napoleon, we move on to Otto von Bismarck. Otto von Bismarck, name a failed war strategy or plan.
Napoleon's failed invasion of Russia.
And that is correct. Otto von Bismarck in the lead, 1-0. Name another one.
Stalingrad.
Stalingrad. Outstanding. Otto von Bismarck, right once again. Let's just name another third option now.
The Schlieffen Plan.
Schlieffen. Otto von Bismarck seems to be demolishing Napoleon in this conversation.
Take that, you midget.
Yeah, but you ugly though.
After some slight personality disputes, we are back. Otto von Bismarck for the fourth answer of a failed war strategy or plan. What is your answer?
The Continental Plan.
As expected, the Continental Plan, extreme failure. It is on here. Otto von Bismarck, for the final point of this category, what is a fifth failed war strategy?
Gallipoli.
Gallipoli. Congratulations. You have won the first category, and you're better than Napoleon.
Sweet.
So we're moving on to question number 2. The top 5 ugliest leaders in all of European history. Let's go to our first contestant. Napoleon, name one of the top 5 ugliest leaders in all of European history.
Of course, one of the most ugliest people in all of European history would be that ugly Habsburg, Charles V.
You're right, Charles V, the Habsburg inbred himself. Okay, name another ugly European leader.
I would say that fat English Churchill.
And you're correct. Once again, Napoleon with the comeback. Okay, now, to almost tie up the game, name another one.
Maybe like Gorbachev?
I'm sorry. Though Gorbachev is extremely ugly, he's not one of the top 5 ugliest leaders in all of European history. Now we're going to move on to our second contestant, Otto von Bismarck. Napoleon has managed to guess 2 out of the top 5 ugliest leaders in European history. Let's see if Otto von Bismarck can get the next 3. Otto von Bismarck, name some of the ugliest leaders in all of European history.
Well, one of the most ugliest leaders has to be Henry VIII.
And Henry VIII is correct. Henry VIII is characterized by his, I think, 10 wives it was. But it's kind of weird considering the fact that he weighed as much as all of those 10 wives combined. Okay, Napoleon, time to go. You have 2 more left in order to beat Napoleon in this question.
I believe Adolf Hitler was one of the ugliest people in history.
Adolf Hitler is not one of the ugliest. Yeah, so after that, we're back, and neither Otto von Bismarck or Napoleon were able to guess these last two of the ugliest European leaders, which are themselves, Otto von Bismarck and Napoleon. Okay, bye guys! So Napoleon, we're on to our third and final question. Who is most likely to be President of the United States of America?
Moi.
What's a moi?
Moi.
Moi.
Et moi.
Moi?
Oui, monsieur. Moi.
We cannot be president. There's only one president.
No, moi.
Who's moi?
Moi!
So Napoleon has been sent on a 3-week vacation to Auschwitz. Okay, Otto von Bismarck, who is most likely to be president of the United States of America?
Well, what about Henry VII?
No, I'm sorry. Henry VII isn't correct. You get one more guess. Try to use your intuition here. Think about some connections.
What about Vladimir Putin?
Why do you think Vladimir Putin is the right answer?
Well, he's already basically the president of the United States right now.
And, ladies and gentlemen, Otto von Bismarck is correct, and he wins the third question against Napoleon. Congratulations, Otto von Bismarck.
Go.
Okay, folks, we've had quite an interesting show today, but let's spice it up with some nice commercials. We got a lot of war propaganda today, and we hope you enjoyed the commercials. Cut to commercial. The following advertisements are true war footage and should not be replicated at home under any circumstances.
This is live footage from the war. A German soldier is begging for mercy from an American captain. The war is going well, gentlemen. Enlist. Good evening, fellow countrymen. This is live war footage from Stalingrad, where currently the Russians as well as the Germans are locked in a deadly, deadly stalemate. There's no end for the war in sight. However, the British soldiers have been fighting valiantly, and we are going to win.
Are you tired of being pushed around by the First Estate? Join the revolution. Maximilian Robespierre has you covered. He will make sure every vote is heard equally and treated fairly.
When Adolf Hitler invaded France, the French soldiers put up a valiant effort to try to stop him. However, they drank too much of their own whiskey, called Hennessy, and they ceded the nation to Hitler a mere 3 weeks after he entered it. Now it is up to us, America and Britain, to save France from Hitler just as we did in World War I. Join the army now. It has been a couple of months since Hitler took over France. And the French people, all they can do is cower and curl up into balls and hide in their homes, while Hitler threatens to blow up Paris by the day. They say that we can't hurt them in defensive mode, yet this is far from the case. Hitler will destroy France if he has a chance. Join the army and fight for France.
It appears that Otto von Bismarck's dad's sister's dog's brother was Jewish, so he will be joining Napoleon on his vacation at Auschwitz. So it turns out that I am the only person here left on the show, therefore there is no winner except myself. Have a good day, folks. Thank you.
So, you're here too, huh?
Oh, wow. What did you do to come here?
Well, it turns out my sister's dad's dog's sister was a Jew.
Wow, it's quite unfortunate. So, yeah, I've just been working ever since you got me kicked off this show.
You got yourself kicked off the show.
Well, I wouldn't have been kicked off if you hadn't participated.
You participated.
Anyways, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
I just came here and they've just been asking me to do some work. Do you know if there are any recreational activities around this place?
Yeah, I heard there's a really good steam room out back.
Oh, a
We should
steam
go
room.
there. Yeah.
Wow. Let's
Yeah.
go hit that up.
Let's go hit that.